So it's like almost 5:30, and I know somebody asked me if I can show them how I stretch meals. So I'm going to give you kind of a tip on stretching meals. I know some people, they don't really so much need to buy in bulk, but it's actually a lot cheaper to buy in bulk. I don't know why welfare is playing games. I don't know what's going on, but I got a cash payment, but I didn't get my food stamp payment. So I contacted them, and they said that they'll get a hold of my caseworker about it, and then they'll get back to me about it, or I'll just mysteriously show up tomorrow. I don't know. They did add the baby on the case. So I took a couple dollars that I had from the cash, went to Save a Lot, because I figured Save a Lot will be a lot cheaper. I don't know. Maybe I could be wrong, but I went there and I got this huge thing. This was $10.49, I believe. They had smaller packs, but they were $8 a piece, and it was like 4 ounces. I mean, 4 ounces, Lord. They were 2 pounds. I mean, 4 pounds a piece, and for 8 something I figured it would be a lot cheaper to get. How many pounds is this? 5 pounds, so you get an extra pound for like an extra $1. The what? Yeah, I'll sign it. So I figure I get this, and then I basically cut it in half, keep the rest in the freezer, and then this will hold this over for another day. And then I got 2 bags of frozen broccoli. 2 bags of frozen broccoli. I ended up finding a gift card for Walmart, and I thought it was like a couple bucks on there, but then when I went to go cash out, it was actually more than I expected. My sister took me, and she was just going to pay the difference of whatever I had, and it just turned out that she didn't really have to, because I had more than enough. So I bought mac and cheese. I bought, as you guys could see, I was bought the other meals that I had. I got it from Walmart because I had the gift card. So I guess I want to say thank you, universe. Thank you, God, for being able to feed my babies. So yeah, I got mac and cheese. This was like, it came as a 6-pack, but I already had 2 in the back. So 4 of these will actually feed all of us, including Leon's mom. So all this, plus the ground beef and broccoli. I believe the broccoli was $1.49 in each, so I grabbed 2 bags. Honestly, if it was up to me and the kids, they would prefer to have more broccoli than a ground beef, which is why I have, seems kind of small, but to be honest, they would rather have this and the mac and cheese over the ground beef. Help. Hey guys, you guys are too loud. Including you, Miss Thing. You're too loud. Use your inside voice. Yes, use your inside voice. I told you about using your inside voice. You don't know how to use your inside voice? No. This is what I deal with on the deli, guys. This is what I deal with. What? So, I'm gonna make this for dinner. This is what's for dinner. That's how you feel? No. You ready to eat? No. Look, she's saying no, but look where she's going. Look. I thought you said no. I still gotta cook it. I still have to cook it. No. What do you mean no? You're not gonna eat it the way it is. It's gotta get cooked. It's not going to take long, which is another thing. This should take like no more than 30 minutes to make, especially if you get mac and cheese like this. Honestly, I don't like this mac and cheese, but it was cheaper than buying the Velveeta brand or even the knockoff brand. So that's the only reason why I got it, or else I would have bought the Velveeta one. But yeah, so this is what we're going to have for dinner. Today's vlog is going to be another cooking kind of video, and then also me putting away clothes and cleaning my room, since Leon moved everything from the front room into the back room. That means that we have, most likely I have a lot of work to get done. I think another reason why for me I've been having anxiety is because I never unpacked my suitcase. Like I've all my stuff is still in the suitcase. I don't know why. I made sure all the kids unpacked their stuff. I unpacked the baby stuff. I think Leon packed the majority of his stuff, but me, I didn't unpack it, and I don't know why I didn't unpack my stuff. I don't know why. You okay? If you're wondering what that noise is in the background, that's Leon playing Magic the Gathering.
I think let's turn it down.
Because I know some people are going to be like, what was that sound? But that's him playing Magic the Gathering. If you guys are wondering if he still plays, he does, but he plays like a computer simulator kind of a game. So, yeah, he still plays. Oh yeah, we got internet today, thank God, because the internet that we had originally was slow. The way me and Leon's mom has it arranged is that we pay half on it. That's all we got. We didn't get cable. We didn't see the point of getting cable because we don't even watch TV anyways. If anything, I might get like a Fire Stick. I don't know. I'm gonna do this last because that's my panties and stuff. I don't think y'all want to see any of that. And a lot of people are watching our last video about me stretching it for food stamps or whatever. The reason why we were like so low on food is because the baby wasn't on our case, and so that the amount that we were receiving was only for like a family of 5 or something like that. But like I told somebody else already in the comments, I told them, you know, we went months without any assistance, like majority of the spring and summer, and so for us to be able to get food stamps now is a blessing. So I'm not even like complaining about it. And the whole point of the video was so that other people can see that you can make it stretch, like you can make it work. It just so happened I had the gift card, and I had family that was the one that, you know, lend us a hand and give us some food or buy us some food or give me a couple dollars so that I can go and get some food or whatnot. It just worked itself out. And then like I had my sister, she was willing to, you know, buy us some food if I didn't have enough. And even now, like I'm not even complaining about it. I do have a couple dollars that I was able to go to the store and get some food. So it could be worse. It could be worse. That's how I always look at everything, and that's why I'm always able to smile and be happy about things, because in every situation that we were in, it could have been a lot worse. In the end, my kids always were fed, they were always bathed, they never had an issue with where they were sleeping at. Now it's kind of an issue. Well, it was, but now it's kind of an issue because everybody's so used to being together in one room that nobody wants to be by themselves. And even if it's not about sleeping together, like even in the house when everybody's awake, like they all have their own rooms to go play and they have their own toys. Everybody doesn't have to share toys or anything, and they all still want to collect in freaking living room, all up underneath each other and fight and complain. And that's how it was, like, even before we moved into the hotel. That's exactly how it was when we were in the hotel, like, before that. When we had our townhouse, it was the same way. Everybody was in the living room wanting to be up underneath each other. Nobody wanted to be in their room, or they were outside playing. And that's how it was when we were living up here. Like, nobody ever stayed in their room. Like, the kids, that's just how the kids always been. Like, they always been, like, wanting to be confined to one room. And I don't know why it's like that. Like, it's always been like that. So I guess, like, us being in a hotel really didn't make a difference, because they still want to be around me. Like, I can't escape. I told y'all, like, you cannot escape with kids ever. Which I don't mind, because after a while it gets, like, quiet, and then I'm just like, why is it so quiet? And then, like, just now I just, like, forgot that the kids were sent to bed, and I'm like, it's too quiet. So I figured I'd come up here and harass Leon. I am a procrastinator. Like, I will wait until the last minute to do stuff like this. Like, I already told somebody else in the comments, like, I don't do laundry. You guys will hardly ever see me do laundry. That's Leon does the laundry. The kids will fold their fold the clothes. They fold everybody's clothes, including me and Leon's. And that's only because, like, we have to give them something to learn. Even the baby, like, she'll want to fold clothes. I know you guys seen, like, she just snatched all the clothes off of the freaking couch. I don't even remember what she did with any of those clothes. I don't even know what happened to those clothes. Like, all I know is that, like, they were gone, and I'm like shocked that I even caught that on camera. So, like, I don't do the laundry. I know a lot of people might think that Leon doesn't really do much, because it seems like I always tell you guys that he's sleeping, or he's always sleeping, but that's because that's usually the only time I can really vlog, because nobody's around. It's just easier for me to do it, to vlog and talk to you guys and tell you guys what's going on and everything when nobody's around. Nobody's talking, nobody's over talking me, nobody's screaming. And I'm not saying, like, it's a bad thing, because it doesn't really bother me so much when I'm not vlogging, but I know it bothers you guys, because in order for y'all to really enjoy the vlogs, you have to be able to understand what I'm saying and hear what I'm saying, not have 6 million kids in the background screaming. And it's not really 6 million kids, it just feels like that because it's so loud and so chaotic in the background. When I'm not vlogging, it doesn't really it honestly really doesn't bother me. Leon has an appointment tomorrow for BPN, I think it's called. It's like I told you guys before, it's an agency that's supposed to help people find jobs. Well, the agency that got him referral to this other place, because the place is called OVR, but they referred him to BPN, and they'll basically give him, like, a job, like a trial job for 20 hours to see what he's capable of doing. So he goes and does that tomorrow. Tomorrow I have my meeting with the editor-in-chief for the paper, and then me and her are gonna go over that. And then I also have to go down to the college again, because classes are starting on the 22nd. I'm trying to go down there and get everything switched over, because right now the way welfare has it is that I'm supposed to go to the program every Monday through Friday for 35 hours a week, and I have to go do paperwork over there to have them switch all my hours from over there, because I'm doing full-time in school. So I'm doing like 12 credits every semester, I think that's what it is. And since I have to do that, I have to go over there, do the paperwork and everything. That's what they were told me I had to do. And then they also have the same program with, like, the funny money or whatever, where I can go to the pantry and get, like, diapers and wipes and all that stuff that I can't get on food stamps. I was also told that I can do, like, work study. So if I wanted to, I can do work study. and make some money on the side. Like they said that I can work in like the cafeteria, or I can work at the library. I think there was something else that they said I can do. I can't remember, but there's that option. And like I mentioned to you guys before, I've always see paid internships, and so I can do that. If I wanted to, I just have to be enrolled in college in order to qualify for it. So yeah, I have options. And then there's also the option of doing freelancing, which I did before. And if I do freelance work, that also counts towards my hours, and they'll also count that as my income too, so that works. Today we actually had our meeting for the house, like the case management meeting for the house, and we had to go over our goal plans, and we also had to go over our budgeting. And right now, based off of what our income is now, we will have like $100 left over to save. And I like how like she does it, because like, even though to some people it might seem unfair, but at the same time it kind of works for us, well, especially for me, because and Leon it's kind of a requirement. So like, we have to save $50 of that $100 and put it in the savings, and then we have to actually show proof that we're doing it. I'm trying to think of what else that I can update you guys on. Oh yeah, at the meeting, I told her about me enrolling in school and stuff, and how I want to go back to school and everything, and she was all for it. She said that she thought it was like a good idea for me to go back to school, and she was like, if you want to get a part-time job, get a part-time job. That's only if you can handle it with all the hours that you're going to be doing at school. But she was like, and if you can't, then don't stress about it. She was like, I really think that you should go back to school and focus on a degree. And she said that her daughter just graduated with the degree that I'm going for. She said it's not like hundreds and $100,000, but she said, you know, she's doing fairly well, to a point that she wouldn't, like, if she would ever get into a situation like myself or whatever, she wouldn't necessarily need to get on disability. She wouldn't necessarily need to get on government assistance or need any kind of assistance. And that's what I want. Like, I want it to be where I don't ever have to worry about ever getting back on assistance ever again. And I'm not saying it's a bad thing. I just feel like if I'm going to use it, I need to utilize all the help that I'm getting now, just so that I will never have to get back on it. And a lot of people, like, they always have this I can't even talk today. Misconception, I think that's what I'm trying to say. Look, Leon's over here making no sense. He's over here talking shit behind the camera. But they always have this idea. Really? They always have this idea that people that are on welfare don't know about, that don't do anything with themselves, or they just freeballing it. I don't know. But since I am trying to be a journalist, I did do some research, and I found out that there's 44.3 million people on welfare. That's crazy. But it doesn't really seem like a whole lot when you just break it down like that, but there's 44.3 million out of 325 million people, and that's crazy. And then you would be surprised that 80% of the recipients that receive welfare actually work. Whether if they work part-time or full-time, they actually have a job. And so, like, a lot of people may be confused about welfare. And I will be honest, you know, because I will admit I was a little ignorant to the whole idea myself. So I can't really talk shit and say, you know, I'm any better than the people that don't know better. But I was ignorant as well. So I did my research. And then, you know, for people that do actually want to work and get back into the workforce and everything, I get why they utilize the program and stuff. And then like the more I get to know the program, and especially the earn program, that's what it's called where I'm at, and the more I get to know about it, like I see where the funding is going and I see where the money is going, and it makes a lot of sense. I know to like some people it may not seem sense, which it was me. I was one of them. If you go back to like the very beginning of some of my videos, I will say like, you know, this is bullshit, like I'm bored, like this is like dumb. But now I'm starting to understand why they do the things that they do for the program, because a lot of the people, specifically I should say in my area, a lot of the people aren't aware of how to do a resume, or they don't know like the little hacks on how to build a resume and stuff, and like the whole idea of like the template, the fuck is a template, and the tracking system, the like employment tracking system. Like a lot of people don't know that, and they're not aware of like how to get employers to actually look at their resume and consider them for a position. And then at the program that I'm at, they also offer 2 different programs. Is like, it's like a super, I don't know what it's called, like it's like basically like you do like a basic resume, and then they pump it up even more based off of your experience to see what will be the best way to showcase your skills and experience, I guess. And then there's another workshop that I did, which was also a workshop for customer service, which I think is really beneficial for a lot of people, regardless of whatever job that you're in. It does help to have some type of customer service experience, or at least some knowledge about it, because in all areas in the field of all jobs or careers, you do like deal with customer service type of things, whether if it's with co-workers or with customers or whatever the case may be. And then you also have the options to be able to help you with getting the car, but they do have requirements on how getting the car. Like your job has to be off of a bus route, so if you live on a bus route, they're not going to give you a car. Or you have to work weird hours, like say if you work third shift, or if you get off at like 12 o'clock or 1 o'clock, then they'll give you a car. But for the most part, they will pay for you to get your driver's license, and most people need a driver's license whether if they give you the car or not. I mean, it's good to have a driver's license because most jobs will require, well, I shouldn't say most jobs, but for the most part, a lot of jobs do require for you to have a driver's license. Like say if you want to get into security, or you want to work for UPS or the postal service, like you need to have your driver's license. And say if you want to get your CDL license, they'll pay for that too. Certain things that they'll pay for, they also provide you an interview outfit so that you can go on interviews and look presentable and look cute. I think I pretty much covered it of what they offer. And then whatever they don't have available for you at that program, they actually can give you a referral to another agency or organization that can help you give you what it is that you need. I know a lot of people are not aware of what's available out there, but I highly suggest it to do your research and find out more about it, because I didn't know a lot about that stuff. And there's a lot of people out there that don't even like know the basics of a computer, and I didn't know that either. And it's like, and same thing with like typing. Like I always assumed that people type the same way, like I type, but I'm learning that not everybody can type as fast as I can. I'm trying to think of what else that I wanted to talk to you guys about, because I know, another thing, a lot of people are asking me about a P.O. box, and I just feel like so odd receiving gifts from you guys. I did just receive this house and free furniture. We got tons of clothes from family and friends, and we have family and friends helping us out by giving us money and stuff. And so it's just like, I don't know, I just feel weird about it. Maybe in the future, I don't know. Melisandria from Melisandria Lopez channel, she told me, she was like, people want to give just like people give, and I'm like, I don't know, I just feel weird about it. Like I said, maybe in the future, I don't know. I just feel weird, especially if people are sending gifts that like are, I don't know, like brand new gifts too. Like, I'm a secondhand person. Like, I love thrift shopping. I will go to Goodwill. So if you're sending me hand-me-downs, I'm all for it. And it was different for Jalissa because I've known Jalissa for like ever. I've known her since elementary school. So I know a lot of people are like, well, you let that chick buy clothes for your kids. And I'm like, I know Jalissa. Like, Jalissa's family. She's not really a subscriber. She's more like family. Somebody in the other video mentioned like how to do like their meal planning or whatever, and I really liked it. As much as some people may be like, yo, she really just went in and just talked about like her not having any food, but like in the end it kind of worked itself out because so many of y'all actually went in the comments and like gave your suggestions and your ideas on how to like stretch meals and stuff, and gave me like different meal ideas and everything, and I'm like, yo, like, y'all the bomb. Even though that video was like, what, New Year's Eve, some people might think like that happened yesterday, but it didn't happen yesterday or the day before. And excuse my face, I know I'm probably a grease ball.
Recording yourself, watching yourself.
Yeah, I published it on the 3rd of January, and that video was like 3-4 days old, and a lot of people just assume that that happened the day before. But a lot of my videos are either like, I don't know, a couple days ahead. Like, I'm always a couple days ahead. But I became ahead because of Vlogmas, because I was just like so overwhelmed with working and everything. And then by the end of Vlogmas, I stopped working, and so I had like a whole bunch of content that I wanted to get up for you guys. So yeah, that's what happened. But I will have way more content for you guys that's going to be coming up soon. That way you guys will be able to learn how to edit and how to promote yourself on YouTube. It took me, I will be honest, it took me about 6 months to reach the requirements on YouTube, and that was before like the whole Olivia thing, the whole Olivia videos or whatever. It took me about 6 months to even reach the requirements before all that. So if you really put the work into your videos and your content, you can make it happen, and it can even happen before the 6 months. It took me 6 months, but that's because I was slacking on being consistent. If you're really consistent and you have good quality videos in your description, your tags, your title, and your thumbnail is always on point, then you should have no problem. Also, and people, a lot of people always say be yourself, but to be honest with it, I'm not saying being yourself is like a bad thing or whatever, to be yourself, but the way I look at it is that slowly be yourself. Because I try to be myself, and I guess not everybody was like ready for it, and then I just like had to slowly get into it. And it's hard, it's easier said than done to be yourself, only because like you have to get comfortable talking to a camera, and if you're vlogging outside the house, you have to be comfortable doing that too, with people staring at you, and you have to be like okay with it. It took me a while, so like that's why I said like slowly be yourself, because it takes a while for you to get comfortable in front of the camera, especially when you're around other people. It took me a while as well, and I've been doing YouTube for about what, 7 years now, and I never really put much effort into it. And that was only because I had other things going on, which was blogging, and I was actually like really good at it. Like you can ask Leon and his mom, like for 1 year, I never paid for laundry detergent ever. I never paid for it. And I also was doing couponing and stuff, so like I had like so much other things going on that I didn't really take YouTube serious enough. Even now, like I don't really consider YouTube a serious thing. I just like doing it. It's fun. I get to be creative. I get to have fun. I get to interact with you guys. So like for me, I don't really look at YouTube as like a full-time job. I don't even look at it as like an income. Even if I were to start getting ads on my videos, I still wouldn't depend on it for an income. I don't know why. I just personally don't really see the point in it. I knew I had more clothes in here. A bathing suit, a whole bathing suit that I think I only wore like once over the summer when we took the kids to the creek. Some shorts that I'm probably only gonna wear around the house. Oh, there goes my scarf. There goes my scarf. Oh snap. Now I don't have to do my hair sometimes. Look, there's some days. If I could wear hats, I will wear hats. My head is too big for the hats. I feel like my head is, one, my head is too big, and two, I just won't look right with it. You know what I do need to get? I need to get scarves, like silk scarves, not just for myself, but for Leon, the girls, and Justice, because Justice is growing his hair out too. So I need to get scarves, silk scarves, and pillowcases too. Somebody else, I think somebody suggested that. I don't know if it was you guys that suggested it, or if I seen that somewhere. I don't remember, but I know I need to get it because it will help my hair, and I can use all the help for my hair. I don't know if this is clean or not because it's got a stain on it, and I hope it comes out. It's a foundation stain. I don't know if any of you guys know this, but Victoria's Secret does this thing where if you mail in a gift, like a postcard or whatever, you can get gift cards in return, and if you're like a card member, you get even more. But a friend of mine on Facebook, she told me about it, and so that's how I got all this stuff from Victoria's Secret. Didn't pay a dime for any of it. So I know it's like a lot of people always asking like, why don't you pawn your stuff or whatever. I tried pawning my stuff and they didn't want any of it. They was not feeling it. They was like, nope, we don't want it. So if I could, I probably would have. Because I have a phone. It's not that hard to edit on the phone. It's not that hard to do YouTube using your phone. It's possible. So don't let nobody make you feel like you have to go and blow a whole bunch of money just to do YouTube, because you don't. I started off with just using my phone and free software programs, like editing programs, to do what I do. So start where you're at. Don't jump, like don't try and go out and buy everything or use the excuse that you need to go do this, you need to go buy that. You don't need it. You don't need it, boo. But I'm done. Oh wait, no, I forgot one more thing. But yeah, now I'm done. I'm gonna put this in the laundry. I'm gonna take these downstairs in the laundry as well. But yeah, start where you're at. Like that's how I pretty much can tell. I tell everybody the same thing, like who wants to do YouTube. Like just start. Don't even hesitate. Create your first video. Like I want everybody to do this now. If you really want to do YouTube, create your first video and introduce yourself and what it is that you want your channel to be about, and upload it. Like don't even like don't hesitate or second guess yourself, because then you will never do it. And that's something that I'm learning now, is that if you keep second guessing yourself, it's never gonna happen. Just do it. But I'm done unpacking finally, and so that's gonna be the vlog for today. Like this video if you find it kind of educational, or if you pretty much feel like you're caught up now on my whole life. Subscribe if you haven't already, and hit the notification bell, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye. You wanna say bye?